All right, so I wanted to make a quick video on our slip clutch that we use on the disc separator. It's on all newer pull type as well as self-propelled combines. You may also have them on older machines where a customer has upgraded to what we call our single chain drive kit. So the slip clutch has basically a plate sprocket sandwiched between two friction plates, and that's what offers the protection. If you were to overload your disc separator, this plate sprocket will slip on these friction plates. So before you install this slip clutch on your disc separator shaft, you want to put preload in this assembly. And to do so, it's not very intuitive, but it's pretty simple once you understand how to do it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to thread this center cast ring out a little bit, and you want to look underneath it, and you want to make sure that these bolts aren't protruding through the backside. So you want to run them all the way. I usually run them almost till they're all the way out. Once you've made sure that none of these three bolts aren't protruding through the backside, you spin it down. And you spin it down just till it's snug. No more, no less. Okay, so once it's snug, this cast ring is snug on the backing washer. Then you take these bolts and you torque them down evenly. And you torque them down evenly until the bolt head is sitting flat on the cast piece. So that gap you see right now is going to be thread sticking out on the back side. That is what those bolts pushing against this backing washer is what puts preload in the assembly. It's actually compressing this cone spring washer on the back side. So once you've seated these three bolts, these 1/4-inch bolts down evenly, and you've got your set screw, your 1/8 inch Allen wrench, you use that to lock in the position of this cast ring, you're ready to install it on the shaft.